Hi, John here from BOIS. I just wanted to give you a quick demonstration today about how to deal with breakouts, because breakouts are inevitable, especially with the Great British Pound pairs and also the USD pair at times. We have high volatility in the market, so you get stuff like this, where when you enter the trade, you can see that it tried to go down, it failed. And you can also see that the RSI at this level is not yet peaked. So what I would do after you saw it failed to penetrate past the tip of the arrow, as well as failed to penetrate the sharp MA6, the blue line here. So I would go ahead and do a call after it started to pop up here. I wouldn't even wait for the candle expiry because it already had penetrated past the SR here with a lot of momentum. So I would have entered in here someplace deep in the money, second entry. If I was wrong, if it was a false breakout and it quickly popped down, no problem. You can either wait for it to hit the SR or the trend line here for a second entry call, or depending if it was coming off of a strong SR here, did give a confirmation candle below the band as well as below the MA6, then I could probably go ahead and do a put second entry. So a lot of it depends on what the market did or did not do. It's not only what the market did, it was what the market did not do. Here we have a failure to come down here. It tried to come down and failed. Again, it would be a good call entry here because the RSI was not yet peaked. If you kept going, you'd be at a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not the end of the world. Or if you want to be avoiding going the other way, what you could do after the first loss here is wait for the stochastic to basically touch the blue line, to touch the pink line. When you have a cross, that's when you have a strong setup for a reversal. When you have a cross of the stochastic from the blue line, crosses over the pink line. So you could basically first entry loss, wait 1, 2 candles, band break as well as stochastic touch, in a position for a great reversal setup. Okay, so here we have another. This is a strong breakout here. It's possible if you took this one at the bottom, you could have got a first entry win, especially with that turbo trade. But if you got a little late, got caught by this wick, you might have had a first entry loss. And when I see a sharp drop like this, steep angle on the band, steep angle on the blue line, it's a good idea to zoom out and look for your next SR. So you figure, where is it? Where's the next SR? So I ended up coming off here, this next major pivot. Right here. So I ended up coming off of this pivot here. It had 1, 2 levels of support. It had a support from a resistance that gave support. You want to look for the best SRs, are the ones with more than 1 point as well as it was a very deep RSI break here, 22. So when you get a sharp line, sharp drop in the level, 82 pips here between these two signals, you already got 90 pips, 90 micropips. So just a good idea to wait for. You can also wait for a confirmation candle. It's a good idea if you have a very strong momentum like this. So basically the price closed inside the band, then you have a good position for second entry here. Or if you wanted to wait for it to get above the 6, it's also a good idea because the 6 will often bounce it back down. But just because the RSI was so peaked here, it just blew through the 6. So if you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 at minute would be also in the money here. Or here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still in the money. So there's that one. So the way I see it is if you're wrong, let me give an example of being wrong or going the other way. Okay, this one was would have been a tie if you entered at closing of candle and going the other way. But you can see that it was probably going to come down because the stochastic was quite peaked and the blue line was above the pink line. Okay. You had a band break, you had stochastic peak, RSI was pretty peaked. So if you did go the other way and got a tie, it'd be a good idea to go put right there. Okay, and one like this probably would have been a loss. The RSI and the stochastic are pretty peaked right here. Okay, so in this one, as you can see, it failed to break the MA6, number 1. Number 2, price closed below the SR. So it's very safe to go for a put here. Also, the RSI was not yet peaked. So you could save yourself having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th entry win. Much better when you see the failure to break the 6. You have a penetration of the entire arrow. Price closing below the SR, so it's very safe to go for a put there. Now if it was a fake out breakout, let's say it had popped off this level, shot up, broke the 6, came closing above the SR, then you can go for a call. Since it was a fake out breakout, to take it on the 3rd. So, the way I see it, it's better to have some fake out breakouts, some false going the other ways. That would be second entry wins, it turned into losses, then risk getting a breakout that could wipe you out, reaching up to a 7 or 8. It is rare to go past 6th. Just keep going, but there are times it can happen. And you don't know when it will happen. It can happen anytime, even Asia session. Can be huge moves in the market. Look at this one. 1, 2, 3. If you lost this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th entry winner. If you I mean, hopefully you would have took this on first entry because it would have come up here. Then it would have come down, maybe closing in here someplace, I would hope. But when you see it's already clearly below SR, it's already dropped way below SR, and it has a wick at the top and a very sharp angle. It's a very good chance that the sucker's going to come down. So rather than risking that 8th entry fiasco for the win, when you see a sharp angle like this, a wick at the top, sharp angle on the MA6, price closing, you know, it did close above the SR, but it did penetrate it pretty deep. So it's just a good idea to go ahead and put the put after it failed to break the 6, and it failed to engulf this candle. It didn't even reach 50% of this candle engulf. So, you know, usually on the re-entry you want to look for it to get close to the 6, if not touch the 6, and then bounce. In this case, the momentum down was so strong that it didn't even break the band. So it would have been a strong entry in here at the top. Alright, let's check another one here. Euro USD. This one I don't even use the SR because it's very prone for these crazy breakouts like this. You can use it if you want, but you need to have your SR breakout protection always on. Breakout sensors. Okay, let's see here. Let me pause and find one. Okay, here's another one with nothing look left, and price failed to even get over the tip of the arrow. Failed to even touch the 6, even though the RSI was pretty low, but I would definitely go the other way on the second entry on this one. All arrows pointing down. All indications pointing down. The stochastic was pretty flat. Sucker was not coming up. So it could have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th entry winner if you even got that one low enough. Alright, so I hope this helps you out. Just let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and welcome aboard for this solid system. Happy trading.